Show us some, you know, work, real life. I mean.
How are you, Imran? So, do you have an access to the internet? Yes, I guess.
We can't hear you, Irm.
Imran, we can't hear you.
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We have limited access to the social media, especially, and we have to use the all variety of VPNs to get connected, and so it's not stable all the time. But so far, so good.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah.
Thank you very much that you join us. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, did you prepare your pitch? All done?
We had limited time, so we made maximum what we can do.
No way. Agricos, who will pitch? Catalin or Denise? Catalin, okay. Victor is not here.
Victor is here.
It's here, but when camera is off, I can't count. Sorry. Razvan, hi.
Hi.
So it's 30. Let's start to wait our accelerators. I hope
so Mary, ping me when they will be there, okay? So when we can start, because I think not all of them are here. So yeah, okay. Let me know. When to start?
Let you know about what?
When to start, or we can start already.
Yeah, I just want to be sure that will join us Trajan, Bogdan, and the rest.
Yeah, so we are waiting for another couple of minutes.
Yeah, let's wait, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Guys, did you see an order of presentations? Cool.
Salutări!
Hi, Mircea.
Ei.
Mircea, noroc! Bun venit, revenit!
Bine v-am găsit. Azi suntem doar pe Zoom, nu?
Da, nu e public.
Okay. Super. Okay. It's waiting time now? For everyone to join? Or we're saying the prayers at the beginning of the event in silence?
Bogdan, okay. So Bogdan is with us. Vlad and colleagues from Rubik Hub will join us, and we are almost all of guests that we inviting here. Just Traian, I don't know where is he, but Evgeny, I think we can start in exactly 2 minutes.
Okay, I think so. We will start already introductions in a minute, not to lose a lot of time. Yeah, so nevertheless, Traian is already here.
Traian is here and Bogdan. I saw Bogdan requested to join, but I don't see here in the list.
Yes, but he can't join. I don't know.
And Vlad said that he and his colleagues will join us in a few minutes. Yeah, okay. Bogdan.
Okay. Yeah, so can we start then?
Just 1 minute, please.
Okay,
Yeah?
I'm not in a hurry.
Just a second. I just want to be sure that everybody will see from the start each startup. Alex, hi.
If it's me, you're saying hi. I didn't want to interrupt you. Hi to all.
Hi.
Great to be here. Hi.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Anyway, I think we can start. I don't know what's the problem with Vlad, but I think they will join as soon as possible. Yeah.
Okay.
He is here.
Okay, so yeah, Vlad is trying. Nevertheless, let's start, guys. Yeah. So we have now a final session. So it's a pitch session of our startups. So we chose startups to invite in our 3 days boot camp. So we went together through several sessions, so trying to help them with several things. So and right now it's a step forward, let's say, to show what they get from these days. So today we will hear 8 pitch eight presentations of 8 startups. The format is following. We have up to 5 minutes of the presentation, then 3 minutes for Q&A session. From the other side, let's say, of our jury panel, we have accelerators, incubators. I would say from so international incubators and accelerators. I will shortly introduce you guys, but so I will ask you to give some more information to the audience, just that we will be familiar with your incubator and with yourself as well. So yeah, I think I can start from myself. So on today pitch session, I will present DEX Innovation Center. So it's privately held accelerator in Czech Republic. So they will have already the fourth, I think, batch in November. It will be, unfortunately, so not a unique thing, but it will be online accelerator this year, so in November. That's why you will not have costs of travel and living. So anybody is so can join after the invitation, of course, if they choose your project. So and here after our pitch, I can advise some of you to join the accelerator, and so this is the point. Yeah, so from the other side, I would like to invite Vlad, I think, a representative of Rubik Hub, Romania. So Vlad, yeah, are you here? Yeah. Okay, I chose.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, super. Can you tell us a bit more about Rubik Hub that we will understand a bit more?
I'm on the go, so I keep the camera off to save some data. We are from Romania, up north of Romania, so closer to the Republic of Moldova. What we do, we offer a startup journey to people from idea to first client. That is what we propose to do for the next 12 months. Our end program is a pre-accelerator program, which ends up with connections with global accelerator or local accelerators and investors. What we are looking for startups that have a viable MVP, they have validation, and they are willing to go and test their MVP in the real environment with real customers and get to the first real customer. Therefore, I'm very curious to see the ideas, the teams, the enthusiasm, the drive to build, and the innovation we bring to the world. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Vlad. Thank you. So the next one, I would like to invite Mircea. Sorry if I pronounced that correctly. So Mircea represents Activize. Please, Mircea.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mircea, and my focus in... Do you hear me? Yeah. My focus is on acceleration programs in Romania and also on startup scouting and helping startups gain venture capital, like connecting with angel investors and venture funds. Also in Cluj, I started the Angel Network a year and a half ago, which this year made the first investments, together with a couple of colleagues, and as well co-founder of an organization on NGO, which is supporting the local ecosystem called Cool Startups. This was in some years ago. And yeah, we can talk about venture capital especially, and understanding the startup ecosystem, as this is one of my focuses. Thank you.
Thank you, Mircea. Sorry for my pronunciation. So, thank you. The next one, I would like to invite Traian. I think we know already a lot about you, but nevertheless, please introduce yourself. I mean, in the accelerators course.
Hi, everyone. Oh, I have golden bridge in back of me. Hello to everyone. My name is Traian. I'm the partner behind XY Accelerator. So we are incubating, accelerating startups in Chisinau. We are offering $8,000 in investment, access to network and mentorship and consulting to companies. We are very happy to have two companies here, Stas with Teleport Travel and Alex with WOOP. So we are on the final stages of getting the new applicants for the second batch of Accelerator. So I will be scouting here tonight. So wish you good luck.
Thank you, Trent. Thank you. So next one, I'd like to invite Imran. So Imran, sorry, I didn't pronounce it correctly. So your technology center. So please introduce yourself and the center as well.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Imran. I am from Azerbaijan. LTC, it's Lotfizadeh Technology Center. It's like a long name, but actually it's a name of a scientist, famous Azerbaijan scientist. He's a founder of fuzzy logic, which is very popular and has been very quoted at the time. So this technology center is working around different layers of innovation, starting from co-working, and then acceleration, and then investment, and we'll have a community space. Me, myself, have been in innovation area for 8 years now, mainly focused on incubation side, but now moving to the acceleration side. My interest here is to look for startups which can have a potential for, how to say, expansion to the different geographies. And we have a best landing spot in Azerbaijan and servicing the near regions. So the Fizara Technology Center, the biggest co-working and technology center in Azerbaijan with 3,000 square meters. So it's the biggest one in this region. So I hope it will be really interesting to listen to the pitches. Thank you.
Thank you, Imran. And the last one, I would like to introduce Bogdan from How to Web, Romanian.
Alexandru. I saw Alexandru.
Sorry. Yeah,
it's good. Nevertheless, proud to represent How to Web. Sorry that Bogdan couldn't attend today also. I'm going to tell you a bit about How to Web. Probably you've already been there through what does it do actually in this entrepreneurial ecosystem and in this for the startup community, as How to Web is one of the most important technology conferences. Nevertheless, even in this online world and in this new context, in this new era, we're bringing together all of what's the best of the innovation, the technology, and the investment side from throughout the world, and putting into startup-related programs as Startup Spotlight, for example. And about that, I can give you more information. Some of you here applied for Startup Spotlight this year, for example, and yeah, we're happy to be a small part of what's contributing to the growth of the startup community.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you.
Pleasure.
So guys, we have here, as far as I see, Razvan as our mentor. We already know him. I don't know, Razvan, do you want to share them?
Yes, so I don't have an accelerator or something, but good luck to everyone.
Okay, so thank you so much. So guys, again, we have 5 minutes to pitch. We have 3 minutes for Q&A. I will write in the chat, so please open it so that you will see it, that you have 1 minute left. I think that other guys also can ask you questions in the chat, but the primary right to ask questions, of course, goes to our jury members. So I will write to you when 1 minute left, and so I will stop it when timing is out. So you know the order, yes, guys, and I would like to prepare the first startup and start sharing the screen. Stas, as usual, I think you are the first one. Can you share the screen?
Hello, no, I can't.
Irina, can you?
I know.
I can, yeah.
Okay, tell me when you are ready, and I will start the timer.
1 second. Yeah, do you see it?
Yeah, we can.
Great.
So, great. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, I'm Stas, and I'm the founder of Teleport Travel, and I'm greedy. No, I'm greedy not for money, but for time. I always plan everything and do to as much as possible. When it comes to travel, I plan everything in details. So, for example, one of my last trips was to Rome. And before the trip, I spent many hours looking for information. And after the trip, I was left with a great itinerary that turned into a treasure that no one will see, since it's only in my laptop. We decided to make to ask other people if they have the same problem, and after 50 interviews, we identified 3 main problems. It is always a big challenge to find where to go and what to see. Researching your next itinerary is frustrating and demotivating, and excursions are expensive and boring. That's why Teleport Travel was born. We created a travel marketplace where anyone can share a well-thought itinerary, and the tourists can easily and quickly find new places using the online guide. Teleport Travel is a two-sided platform where we have brought together tourists and guides. On our platform, a tourist can be a guide and create an itinerary, or vice versa, he can use somebody else's trail. Let's take, for example, Victor, one of our frequent users. He is a father of 2, and usually he is taking his family out on weekend. He is so busy that doesn't have time to plan the trip during the week. Last weekend, he was with his family in a place called Saharna, using one of our itineraries. It has 5 locations that include photos, short description, geolocation, and other perks. Victor just needs to follow the route while enjoying the ride. We are focusing on EU market. Our target audience are friends and families from 25 to 44 years old that travels inside their countries, for a total of 300 million trips per year. Our goal is to achieve 300K trips each year. We sell itineraries for a business. Our travel routes cost 10 euro. The offer of the routes gets 50%, that is 5 euro per sale. When we get to 300K trips done with Teleport Travel, we will make 1.5 million in revenue. I would like to attract your attention to the fact that both we and our clients will earn this from this model. Our motto is, the more you travel, the more you earn. Isn't it a dream? So we also plan to make money from corporate clients. Top wineries, breweries, and restaurants from Moldova are interested in our services already. They asked us to create itineraries for their customers. And we realized that our platform had also become a marketing tool. We are not alone. Our key differentiator is that Teleport Travel is one of the most affordable solutions with personalized online itineraries on the market. Having created 25 itineraries around Moldova together with bloggers, guides, and photographers, we created a unique service offering. For 5 months, our online guide was used by more than 6,000 users, which is 10% of the tourism market in Moldova. In August, we've launched 5 paid itineraries and have more than 70 sales already, with a growth rate of 38% week after week. Our team consists of 3 professional and talented individuals. Ilya is CTO of our company. He is creating applications for 6 years. He is senior engineer in top IT company in Moldova, Elation. Zhenya is CEO of our company. She's a great event organizer, and also she worked as a tour guide with foreign groups during Olympic Games. And finally, I'm Stas. I'm CEO, and I have 8 years experience as a marketer and a biz developer. We are looking for 80,000 euro in seed funding to scale up business to 5 new countries. And in 3 years, we plan to create 5,000 of unique itineraries. We would love to accomplish this plan together with you, because now is the best moment as the demand for domestic tourism has skyrocketed during the quarantine. Scan the code to try an online guide, and we are looking forward to answer all of your questions.
Thank you, Stas. So you are right on time.
Great.
So I would like to start our timer for Q&A session, and please let me know if our jury members have any questions. Yes, Alexander.
Should we raise a hand? How we should do that? And I have a question. Yeah.
Yeah. You can just switch on microphone and ask. So you have a primer right.
Okay, cool. Guys, what could kill the business in the, let's say, 1 year from now? Or until you reach wherever you want to say that you're reaching with your projections?
Wow, it's a great question. Really, I don't know what could kill. Only if Google will make the same project. I don't know, really.
Why? What does Google have to do with travel and
Exactly.
self-guided tours?
So they wouldn't do it, I think.
Anything else?
Really, I will think about this. At the moment, I can't say anything. I don't know. I was thinking about this, and I don't have any variants.
Maybe I can ask a straightforward question. What about COVID?
So COVID is
blockage, I mean.
Oh,
and
yeah.
COVID in general.
As I said, tourism has changed, and people nowadays are searching for contactless services. Yeah, so this service is perfect for COVID because friends or families can go by themselves and search new places. So I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, Imran, I saw you wanted to ask.
Yes. So I saw your products. There are a lot of the products which I have seen around this subject. Maybe not exactly, but what creates the stickiness to this application or this solution? Because the stickiness makes the outcome, because it's a marketplace where the tourists and people are coming in. So how you will make sure that people will come back to your website again?
Exactly. We've made we are making all the time the system of gamification. This is the first, yes. The second one is that we will make all the time personalized itineraries, you know. So each person can create not just a tourist standard tourist itinerary, which you can find in internet all over everywhere. Yeah, so you just you can find on Teleport Travel really personalized and interesting, something new, something interesting. Yeah, that's why. So I think this is the main point, and gamification, so the system which will help them to come back, and something interesting, something new.
Straightforward, I would say that your presentation didn't tell this story because it's just generic. I felt like it's a generic something. So maybe you work on this.
Yeah, of course, I can tell a lot of things more. We can discuss after this because I can't tell everything in 5 minutes. So we are now making an iOS application. So we are trying to make it's more simpler to use, and also to create itineraries for contributors to be more to create easily itineraries, because nowadays it's not easy. Yeah, so there is no any application which help you to create an itinerary easy.
Yeah, Mircea, I see your question. Please. Can you ask it?
Yeah, if we have more time. So basically, it's a crowded space. In online, there's a lot of promotion about how to make tours and articles and all kinds of tools, and also companies. How do you plan to do the marketing? How do you want to get the first few thousand users for which channels?
Yeah,
really specific, down to the ground. I'm looking for an answer.
Yeah, the main channel is social channel, so Facebook, Instagram, and we are going to work with bloggers, influencers, and guides and travel, and also we will work with the travel agencies. For example, now we already started to speak with travel agencies from Moldova and Romania, and they are very happy because they can use their knowledge and to make money from this already now in COVID time. So that's it. So travel agencies, influencers, bloggers, and social media. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Stas. As far as I remember, you already have 70 sales, yes? Just to confirm that there is a traction behind. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Stas. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for questions to our jury members. I would like to invite our next project, Boop. Please, Alexander, let me know when you are ready, that we can start.
Okay, I will ask permission to show my presentation.
Irina, can we do in a way that just we
Yes,
all can show it?
Okay, thank you. Did every one of you see now the presentation? Yeah. Okay. Then I think I will start.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. We are Whoop, and we are creating a new kind of mask that have the target to be comfortable and easy breathable for the people. Yeah, as you know, now in our world, there are a lot of places where masks can be used, and we have a lot of problems which masks give a solution. So we have polluted zones, and I think that nobody of you have the question how many people die during 1 year around the world causes of pollution diseases. So we have 80 million people die in 1 year because of the pollution. And now we have the virus, this COVID-19 that make us to hide behind the masks. We have also the medicine and also different types of industries where we use masks. And these masks that we use now, they are really problematic. So they provoke different skin problems, also different services that have like main core emotions. They hide behind these masks and they don't show the emotions. So the quality of the services, it's going down. Also, we have the women who have problem with makeup when they apply the makeup, wear mask, and after this makeup is messed up. So because of this, all the problems, we decide to change this thing. When I say we, this is me, Budak Alexander, and my co-founder, Anastasia Gorin. Both of us have behind a background of 7 years of experience, me in engineering, and Anastasia has experience in IT business and business development. We ask people what problems they have, and we compare with our problems, and we understand that we should make a mask that is reusable, totally transparent. It should be comfortable, modern, economical, and ecological. And this is why we create this Whoop mask. Also, I have in my hand one of these. So this is a totally silicon-based medicine, silicon-based mask. Have 2 exhale valves so you can easily breathe. Have one underneath one cartridge of filter that it is exchangeable. You use one, after this you change it. And we have also on the contour a special frame that have contact only on the frame of this mask, and it doesn't have after this any contact with the skin. So it solves a lot of problems that creates a normal mask that have contact with the skin. Our customers are businesses and also end customers. The main business that is our customer is Horeca. It's different industries, medicine, and also chemical works, dust works, and etc. What are our market strategy? We are going to launch e-commerce, like we will sell on the offline platform, and also on online platform. Offline platforms are more like medical and this medicine distribution. In Moldova, Moldova, we count that we have a market of 30,000 people, and international market in comparison with Moldovan, we have 80 million people. So we try to test the market. We made the prototype and we go to the people. So in first 2 hours when we ask people, we get 23 clients who made pre-orders. After this, we launch only the information campaign on Facebook, and we had online just in 2 weeks 37 clients. And also these days, one business, one company contact me and ask for 50 to 100 masks for their business. We like propose them one mask for 15 euros. And our business model, we sell one time the mask for 30 euro, and after this we sell like subscription every month 5 euro for all filters. So this is our plan for revenue and profit for next 3 years if we start right now to produce these masks. And we are seeking for 90,000 euro for this start, for mask matrices, materials, employee salaries, and rent. So thank you. I will be glad to respond to answer for your questions.
Thank you so much. You're also on time, so I'm happy to see that. So guys, I started timer for Q&A questions. So yeah, the chair. Oh, no? Okay.
Can we shoot?
Yeah.
Oh, put your masks on. If this is such a good business that's generating revenue, what's missing in the puzzle? So why aren't you making money without financing it with some debt?
Sorry, can you repeat once again, because I lose you?
So it's a good business. It seems to have the potential to generate revenue already. Why don't you use the client's money to grow the business? And why
we already use, but to make a production in reality, to make a production like normal technology, not prototyping technology, we need 90,000 euro for matrices and for real certificated materials. For now, we are using like polyurethane rubber that, and we use a prototyping technology that is quite expensive and take time. For example, for one mask, it takes more than 24 hours to make one mask. In reality, when we will use normal technology, production technology, it will take around 10 minutes for one mask.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to
so now the money
manufacture,
that we have, they are not enough.
You want to manufacture the masks? And why is that? Why do you want to become a mask manufacturer? Why? Why?
Because I'm an engineering guy, you know, and this is my idea, to work with materials, to work with hardware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
also?
sure.
Yeah,
of course.
Do you have any validation, first from a medical point of view, and second from the direct customers you are targeting?
Yeah, of course. For example, I was 2 weeks ago at my dentist. He is also a medical field, let's say, and he saw the mask and he asked also for this kind of mask, because this mask, it's to not be, you know, like to not speak too loud, but this mask, it's more secure than the mask that we are using now, because this mask is creating a vacuum totally in this cavity, and all the air that you are breathing through the filter. The mask that we're using now, in general, outside all the people, it has a lot of gaps between the face and the mask, through which people like inhale air, so that air can be infected and different stuff. Also, we have customer woman Anna. She used this kind of mask, and she told us that she's very grateful because she don't mess up with the makeup. And also we have a customer businessman who is traveling, and also he's using a lot this mask in time of his trips, and he told us that he also sleep in it and it was comfortable and okay.
Okay, what medical standard are you meeting? There are a few standards in Europe, in Asia, in USA, like FFP2 and 1. What is the standard you're meeting? And also, what is the technology your filter has? I understand it stays on the face and creates that vacuum, which leads to the filter question. What is the guarantee that it will filter actually the current virus?
Okay, we made the filter from the normal mask material. So we took normal mask, we cut from this mask material, and we made this filter. And so we will use like normally totally tested and certified materials. And we stage of taking information of how to make this certification and what we need for this certification.
Yes, last question.
I'd rather add something if there's no other questions, but still taking advantage of the time. This is a nice and needy way of validating and prototyping what you did. To say something positive about it, but you're still far away from actually having a commercial the commercial model over there. But nevertheless, you did something very smart.
Look, of course, yeah, we are far now from production, because for production we need money for this production, but minimum what we can do here in Moldova, like to be sure that we have our clients, we make, and we have like traction, and we have feedback from people that want to use it. And also this call from the business and this business who call us, it's like food delivery business. And they want to buy this kind of mask, and they ask if we can do for them also prototypes, not final product, but prototypes, because they were interested in it. And also they gonna speak with their partners in Deutschland, Germany, to ask if they also want to buy this kind of masks.
Yeah, sure. Money in the bank is the best agreement that you could have. But until then, you have an edge over there, as I could tell. You have clients or potential clients that are willing to buy something from you. Just that you want to produce them. And that's a clash over there. Because you have people that want to buy from you and you want to produce stuff. If you give it up, if you give up the producing stuff, you might find yourself people that are producing that things, and you can sell to those people that are waiting for you. But that's a clash of, like, what do you want to do and what the market asks for you. You want to produce masks, and the people want masks already. So you might be considering the option of bypassing the production, projections that you have in mind, and find another way of actually supplying them with what they need, with your networks, with your knowledge whatsoever, and leave aside the
but they need the mask that we already done. You see, they need the mask that we already done. So
someone else is doing it probably already.
Sorry guys, time's out. I think that Alexandru meant that so you can find any producers in China, for instance, and just use your already existing network to sell these masks, but using your design and your filters and so on. So nevertheless, thank you so much for the presentation. I would like to ask the next presenter, Agrikos. So guys, I hope that you are prepared and we can start. So can you share the screen?
May I get to share the screen? The permission to share the screen, Thanks.
Okay, if you are ready, we can start.
Hello, I am Catalin, and we are Agrikos, the main purpose of which is to connect farmers and producers directly with consumers using digital technology. In Europe, of 15 million farms, 93% of them are small family farms, and 68% of farmers have no agriculture training. Annually, about 40% of farm production loses its price, mainly due to inefficient distribution and a large number of intermediaries. Farmers mostly use the offline sales methods. These are local markets where they wait for buyers or sell to intermediaries at low prices. Most farmers don't know how to sell online. Bad photos and unattractive posts in social media groups are ineffective. Existing offline methods are outdated, so we lose efficiency and increase losses. Lack of education, application of technology, and no cost optimization. All these factors affect the high level of losses and expenses, which in turn affect the price. At the same time, HoReCa and individual buyers use offline product search. We don't have a convenient system for online searches, analysis, and ordering of fresh products. They waste time going to local offline markets to look for products from farmers or to buy from resellers at inflated prices. Our solution is the creation of a digital platform, Agricos. It will help farmers and producers. It will help farmers and producers sell without intermediaries on marketplace, aggregate supplies using efficient logistics, train and apply technologies. It will be both simple for the farmers and producers, but technologically advanced. The main part of our product is a hybrid marketplace connecting farmers directly with B2B and B2C consumers, where they earn at least 50% more and receive orders without leaving the farm. Consumers get online access to a large number of products firsthand and can find the right products in just 3 seconds, analyze, compare prices, and order in one click. It is convenient, profitable, and most importantly, effective. Integrated modular logistics system that allows to track, optimize, and plan delivery routes in the shortest possible time. This will ultimately reduce logistic costs by at least 20%. Using the collected data from farmers, we will have historical important data for analytics and optimization. We will be able to plan profitability, forecast inventory, advise and train in the use of technology. Services will increase operational efficiency by at least 25%. The total addressable market is for products produced by 7.7 million farmers is estimated at a minimum of 30 billion euros. The serviceable available market is 10 billion euros. 1 million farmers with a profit of 8,000 euros each. The serviceable and obtainable market is working with 60,000 farmers. This is 5% of the planned average share that we can and want to take within 3 years. Our business model consists from, creates profit from 5 to 15% of sales of the products sold on the marketplace, from 15 to 25% from the logistics services, and a subscription of 400 euros per year for optimization services. That all will give a revenue of 90 million euros per year. Our competitors are Metro Cash and Carry, supermarkets, wholesale and local markets, resellers. Our advantage will be a comprehensive solution to farmers' problems with the help of sales on the marketplace, logistics, and optimization services. Our priority areas for us to scale are Europe, with 50 million farmers. This is our team. We have experience in business and logistics, IT development, and machine learning. Our vision is that the only successful future in the farm-to-consumer chain is to create a digital ecosystem based on a fair and transparent distribution model. And so we are looking for investors and partners like marketing, with the marketing knowledge and the other. Also, I would invite you to open Google and maybe look at our minimum viable product, Agricole. That was all. Thank you.
Dennis, the key in your business is the transportation. How are you managing that?
Well, for now, I could. You want to ask Dennis, my CEO, or me?
You all.
Okay. So Dennis, you want to answer first, or I could answer it? Okay, I'm gonna go. Well, so for now, we need to, can you repeat the question?
Yes, of course. You create a digital platform where the farmers are showing their products. Who is doing the delivery and why would they do it?
For now, the delivery is done by them, and for the future, we want to take care of the delivery because the logistics services will make the process faster.
I didn't get it. How you do it right now? How you plan to do it now?
For now, the farmers are delivering the product.
The farmers do it.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't have the money for the logistics services.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Imran, can you ask your question?
Yeah, so the question is about the farmers. In your team, I didn't saw anyone who has experience in agriculture. Everyone is like techy guys. So how you will make sure that the farmers will have right tools and competence, putting the data, controlling the inventory, making sure that things are happening. Like I'm asking that how you control the offline part of the story, not the online.
Oh, I didn't heard it. It interrupted. Right what? Right tools or
right
what?
Tools and competence for the farmers using the data, putting the inputting the data or inventory into the system, and making sure that they have enough stuff so they can service.
Yeah, that's a really good question. And for now, Dennis, would you want to answer it?
Да, Катерин, помоги мне, пожалуйста, я немножко там пропустил. Как мы будем контролировать дату или...
Не, как мы будем помогать с...
Я могу вопрос задать заново. Значит, есть фермеры, они не очень-то разбираются в технологиях. Они как вы будете делать так, чтобы они включали информацию и вовремя правильно все делали, потому что у них и компетенций, и тулов не хватает.
Вот
хотели. Наша задача именно сделать для них максимально просто. То есть весь бэкэнд делаем мы, а они, для них платформа должна быть обычная, как пользование мессенджера.
So it's a chat platform. So it's a chat platform.
Нет, нет, like a chat. То есть для них это должно быть максимально просто. Наша задача сделать платформу максимально просто для фермеров, но максимально технологично. То есть фермерам не нужно заботиться, как платформа там будет работать. Они только должны вводить данные своей продукции.
Okay, that's the most challenging part in your story. This is what I want to mention. It's not about the AI, it's not about the technology, it's about the farmers, that they have to keep the system up and running. So.
And I understand your question when you repeated the second time. Well, we help them in this process, and they have our support in this. And if they don't know how to post some products, or how to make some describings, then we help them. And we help with all that they need and explain to them how this works, how that works. Now I understood what you were asking, because it interrupted and I didn't hear.
Okay, guys, last question.
So there was a question, who is the agriculture expert in your team, coming from someone? Was this answered in a different language, or I'm not sure I got the answer?
No, it wasn't answered.
No, it was not. We're not experimented in agriculture likewise, but I don't think that we need it for now.
То есть мы не выращиваем продукцию для того,
we are not.
I think it's very important to understand the agricultures and the ones who are in the land in order to make a good product for them. So I saw this idea often in the Romanian market, but it never took off, except the one that I showed you on the link. made in Cluj, but that guy actually is going to each of the people on the platform and spending half a day with them in order to understand them, help them on the product and stuff like this. And he's doing tours. In the past 6 months, he went from producer to producer most of the time to get them on the platform. And another short feedback that I have is that it seems from the presentation that you're trying to focus on, I mean, you're trying to do a lot of things. So first is a marketplace, and then it's a kind of prediction on terms of products and stuff, which I think it's a nice vision, but it's kind of a lot for the beginning or even for the first 2 years. As long as you do the when you do the marketplace well and things happen well, and then you can introduce the logistics, but then analyzing as well the crop prediction and the quantities and stuff, I think that's already too much for a startup in the first years of life. It gets much more complicated. So I think you should be good at one thing, doing that very well, and agriculture is coming to you, and afterwards thinking about other more complex things that you can add.
Yeah. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, guys, I hope you got some notes. So thank you, Katarina, for the presentation. And our time is off. I would like to invite the next presenter. So it's the Absi. I'm still afraid that I pronounce it correctly.
Hello, hello. I would like to share my screen.
You have to be able.
All right, let me try it out. Okay, are we good to go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so most of us here have customers, and I have a question for you. Do you know how happy your customers are? The answer to this question might be more important than you think. So I will share you a study by the Temkin, a research by the Temkin research group. They say that 96% of your unhappy users will live without saying a word. Just think about it. One voice you have dismissed as being singular might have 24 voices behind it, which are just the same. On the flip side, a very happy customer is 4 times more likely to buy again from you. It's 5 times more likely to forgive your mistakes and 7 times more likely to try your new ideas. Now, knowing all this, you should probably understand by this point that you should simply beg for feedback to hear those 24 voices you are not hearing and to capture as much details as possible. And it happens that we have a tool, we're building a tool which is very right for this, especially for businesses which are in the SaaS space and where your customers are doing a lot of stuff online. So we're doing a product which allows you to put all the feedback tools inside your application, to blend them into your product and to get this feedback in a visual way. We screenshot your app and we allow you to ask your own questions. We focus a lot on aesthetics and on customizability because this is what gets the user engaged and way more likely to reply to your feedback. Getting all this info will get you on the green side of this. The business model is very simple. We are a subscription-based business with a pretty generous free tier. The market opportunity is pretty huge. So the total addressable market is 23 billions, and we see a lot of good signals from market. So just recent years, 2 companies which are doing also surveys and customer feedback got acquired, one for 63 million and one for 62 millions. And just our primary target, the SaaS companies alone, which are 10K just in USA, getting 10% of that market would get us at 1 million annual recurring revenue. All right, so we have an MVP which is in the market, which has a lot of use. So we have about 600 active installations, and we have even some paying customers, not much, because the things we have is just an MVP. We are building a V2, which we plan to launch in Q1 2021. And we want to make it free for a certain category of users, like early stage startups, or completely free for the open source. We calculated we can cover that. And we plan to grow and get known by accessing those guys. And after we do that, we just go and knock on doors and see what we can say. We look for a marketing partner. We have a lot of ideas, but we also are very busy in implementing what we're doing. I'm the tech guy, we have a designing guy, and we were searching for somebody who could implement or even help us with the marketing ideas. Thank you, that should be it. Please go visit www.abzi.com if you have a business, especially an online or site. So check us out. That's it.
Thank you, Victor. So any questions? Yes, Imran, please.
Thank you for presentation. It's a very interesting subject, but the the very critical moment is about the trust here, because I have to inject your code into my website or my platform. How you will make sure that there will not be the cross-website scripting problem, or because it opens a hole in my website through your code, how I will be feeling trusted to use this?
Well, it's kind of more of a social thingy. So if you would see us in a few other sites, we can just put a referral thingy, like we are being used by those, by those, by those. From a technical side, we do take all the measures to ensure that you are very safe on this, and that's pretty much it. And
is your code open?
Of course not.
Okay.
I mean, it's JavaScript. You put it on a site, you can read it to a certain amount, but it's closed. We are not open source.
So why I'm asking, because we have this similar case. We used a local product with similar functionality, and we have to remove it after a while, because it's basically becomes the moment that we didn't see the code behind the JavaScript, and therefore we couldn't move on. That's why.
Very interesting. What your business operates in? Because we never had this kind of question. We were asked only if we are fast enough, and that's it. And if that's it. So never about security. Are you operating in a sensitive space?
It's not regarding any space. It's about any business can ask the question about the security. So that's why I'm asking the question.
We do have some security assessments from CyberGRX. So if somebody is concerned, we just go and give them those papers and they can take a decision based on that. Since we are small, we did not take a certification like the ISO ones, but because they are a little bit expensive, but we will eventually get there.
Okay.
So I saw Alexander wanted to ask. Yes, Alexander? No?
Yeah, before reaching those moonshots of millions, how can you reach to 1,000 recurring revenue, or 10 clients, or 100 clients?
Okay, so we already reached 10 clients.
10, 100 then, exponentially.
100. So
yeah.
That's why the thing we're building now. So we have an MVP, we see the signals, we know we can get there. Now we are listening for our customers and figuring out what they want. And now the thing which we are building is the things which we've been asked for. So our bets are that after we release that in Q1, we will just get them. I mean, they come naturally.
What's that? Could you be specific on what you're building? If it's not a secret?
No, it's no secret. Let me see if I have some
like
extra slides.
In general words, just say.
Okay, so it's just we have just a simple widget now. Our customers expect something which is well defined in industry, like this NPS score and an NPS widget, a CSAT score, and some ratings. And there are some specific businesses which require stars on pages or something like this. And we're just building that. our widget as is now is not valuable enough to gain enough traction. And that's pretty much it. So we are pretty sure once we get this done, the thing which you see on the screen, we'll be nailing it.
Yes, last question, if you have it.
Yeah.
I hope I answered.
Well, pretty much. And like a follow-up question, if there's no other questions, what if you won't nail it?
Well, if we won't nail it, which is impossible, basically, well, we go and get back our jobs and go back to work. I mean, it's not like the world is ending, but that's not an option.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. So thank you, Victor, for the presentation. So I would like to invite the next presenter. So it's Radu from Tekwill. Yes, Radu, you can share the screen. Great. Let me know when you are ready. So, can you start?
Turn on your microphone, Radu.
Sorry, sorry. Can you see my screen?
Already no. Yes, yes,
right
we
now?
can.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So we can start, yes? 3,
yes.
2, 1, go.
Okay, guys, we'll speak a little bit of sports. Does any of you remember this interesting game like 6 years ago? Of course, any one of you should have remembered it, but besides Brazilians, they would rather like to forget it. I feel terrible for them, but I feel more terrible for one particular guy, which is Tobias. During that night, Tobias is the social media manager of the German football team. During that night, he had also a nightmare. He had to post every pieces of goal scoring, of halftime, of final results on Facebook, on Instagram, and every other social media network that the team has, right? So because millions of people are waiting for this content, they want to share it ahead. Paulaner wants to be included because that's how marketing works. And guys, welcome to the world of sports marketing. The problem that Tobias has had is that when generating content, he had basically two routes available. One is to work with to create graphics by himself and to use Photoshop, which, trust me, I used to work in that particular field. It's very annoying, especially when Photoshop crashes. The other option is to work with freelance designers. And we also know freelance designers can be also annoying sometimes, especially when they forget to deliver your projects on time. And the option that it's available particular from this year is called Tekwill. And Tekwill is an online app for sports organizations to create graphic content easily, fast, and very important, at lower costs that any organization on this world can afford. So Tobias, if back in time Tekwill existed, it would have taken particular seconds for Tobias in order to create and to deliver that stunning graphic out there to 6 million of people on Facebook. You can see a highlight from our application, and you can share it straight on the Facebook or Twitter page. Okay. Okay, let's move on with the market. Believe it or not, there is a particular market called sports graphics market that is expected to grow by $2.6 billion by 2023, which consists out of more than 7 million clients, consisted of small, medium sports club, youth academies, amateur leagues, and so on. And like 95% of them can be potential clients for Tekwill. And we researched a little bit of competition landscape, and we realized that in this quadrant, basically the second one with where goes the affordable solution and sports tailored content, it's empty. There is lack of a solutions like this for sports graphics. Just to give you an idea, the existing solutions, they work half agencies, half SaaS, like Playing Surface and Content Stadium, and their contract starts from 10K a year, which is very expensive for like 90% of the clubs. And that's how we found our unique selling point, which is basically being first for and serving sports organizations. We sell by fixed monthly subscription 25 a lower package, $25 a month. And we also developed the enterprise solution by hosting dedicated graphics for large organizations. And during 3 months, we have 40 clients trying it out, and we managed to have 5 paying customers across Moldova, Romania, and the United Kingdom. And we also have people trying it in the United States. Our team, passionate of sports and dedicated to this project. At this point, we don't particularly look for some receiving some funds. We are searching for our product market fit, but basically we are seeking knowledge and a network. And our vision is Tekwill will be the epicenter of visual communication for sports. You can create a jersey, you can create a mug, and so on. So I'm open for questions. I guess I'm in time, right?
How do you reach out? How do you do the sales or the marketing to these clubs, sports clubs or sport-related organizations?
Actually, we started with cold emails and approaching them by cold leads. But in the future, more likely we'll release a premium version of our product, and we'll invest more in things like SEO, content marketing, basically all this type of activities.
And how did the cold approach work?
Well, right now it worked below my expectations, but more likely because our app is linked to the real life events, matches, and so on. And because of the pandemic, they have been delayed. So we've been told many times, like for instance, being in May or June, like, can you just get back? I like your solution, but can you just back to us within a couple of months? And now we got back in we have a better feedback. But if you're asking for the amount for the threshold of $25 a month, which is our pricing, approaching by cold leads, it can be with a little bit of effort. So I guess it's a better investigation approaching the content marketing, Google and Facebook ads, and so on.
Any other questions? Hey, Imran.
What is basically your exit strategy? Are you targeting to be sold to the big giants, or you still want to be in some sort of the market of a content?
Well, actually, I didn't think of my exit strategy. I'm just passionate about helping, sports communities to reach their goal, to better engage with their fans. But I guess at the end, we have 2 options. We can be acquired by some of the big competition, big fish out there in the market. They're like sports tailored, like CRMs, which are powerful in the US, for instance. Or we can invest and to develop Tekwill as a focused, as I mentioned, like our vision would be Tekwill to be positioned at the epicenter of creating visual for clubs, like not only social media graphics, but merchandise, jersey, live broadcasts and stuff. So it can be both options. I don't know yet which one we'll choose.
Whose passion is this?
Sorry.
Vlad?
My question was related to early adopter. Do you have a profile of your early adopter? Or
Yeah,
a persona?
but it's more like we don't have yet a persona, but we know after like researching and working on this, we realize that people who are going to networking, sports networking events and conferences, they are more willing to try new technologies like ours is, because they are always looking for a competitive edge. And those usually, yeah, are sports professionals who are looking to have and gain a competitive advantage.
Okay, the cold calling without a persona might make very difficult to reach any success and understand actually why you are not reaching the success.
Okay, it might be a good point. Yeah. Okay. So
that can give you more clarity in how to promote the product, how the product should look like, what to ask your clients, what needs they have, what is the problem you're solving, so on and so forth, and everything starts from that particular persona.
Yeah, but you mentioned like early adopter persona, so that's another topic, I guess.
Indeed, it's persona and early, but if you are doing these actions right now of selling, that means you are targeting the early adopter, the ones that are could become clients now without you being a brand, without you having awareness.
Right. Yeah.
So what reasons do they have to adopt you right now, knowing not so much about you? And,
yeah. Okay. Thanks. I will think of it. Yeah. It's important for us to know.
Last question, guys.
I guess, Alexander.
Why do you care so much about the industry, Radu? Or who has a passion within the industry?
I used to work in that particular field, and I know the industry from the inside. And
as a designer?
No, as a project manager.
Okay.
I'm not myself a designer, so yeah.
And among others, this was one of the problems. What other problems is the industry facing, like big pains in the ass?
Right now, the lack of the funds in the stadium. This is one of the biggest problems, and it opened the new opportunities for for solutions like Tekwill, because we help them to engage remotely. You know, because you have to keep that fund, that supporter to paying you like the annual membership, and how he's willing to pay if you do not engage with him or her. And the solutions like ours are in the middle, and I do believe we are on the right timing on launching it.
Mm-hmm. But is this a band-aid, or so is this fixing something right now in a couple of months, or how is this translated into, you know, like a current state as it is right now, you know, like where people go less and less to the stadium, or go back to the stadium? Will they be needing such an engagement?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, because it's right now. They might have used it for remotely engaged, but when there are live games, you have to engage even more, because you'll never fulfill your stadium with all your fans. So you have to communicate basically all the year around. So I guess it's viable in both cases.
Okay. Yeah, nevertheless, sorry, thanks for the insights. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, time is off. Thank you so much for the presentation. So I would like to invite the last, so not the last, of course, so another presenter, Gustos live. So
I'm here.
Andrei, super. Can you share the screen with this presentation?
Yeah, 1 second.
Super.
Can you see it?
See. Yeah.
Okay. 1 second, let me switch it to full screen. Okay, looks like I'm ready.
Super, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, my name is Andrew Radul, and I'm the emissary of the Gustos Life project, who is building a fine wine DTC sales and investment marketplace. The difference between sales and investment is very simple. If you buy the wine to drink it, it's sales. If you buy to sell it afterwards, it's investment. So why do people invest in fine wine? Well, because the wine is the second best investment asset over the last 100 years, according to the Credit Suisse report. Why doesn't everybody invest in fine wine then? Well, because globally speaking, there are a lot of problems like very high barriers to entry in terms of knowledge needed, funds and the connections in the industry. And of course, the limited geography of the wines which are subject of the investment. For example, Black Sea region wines which have the optimal conditions to create great wines and are creating such wines are almost non-investable because, well, they are very overpriced because of the long chain of intermediaries between the wine producer and the consumer, storage issues, because fine wine needs special storage conditions, and of course lack of traditions in the region of such practices, which makes this industry almost non-existent here. And we target this market in the first place. So what we are offering is D2C sales when the money goes directly to the winery. The wine is stored in the best possible conditions in the producing winery, while the client has all the transparent and traceable information about how the wine is stored. For the client, the process is simple. He opens up, buys a wine. If he wants it shipped, he just orders the delivery. If he wants to store it in the winery, he just chooses this option and can manage all his distributed wine collection across like dozens of wineries from a single interface. While this wine is in the wine storage, it is kept in special digital wine storage places with cameras, control devices about temperature, humidity, and so on. The bottles are microchipped, and there is even in case the bottle is opened, you get the signal in real time. So if we talk about the market, the global fine wine market is huge. I will not even talk about it. The Black Sea region produces fine wine worth of over $4 million yearly. And of course, we target a small portion of the market. We will operate on commissions model, plus a lot small collateral revenue streams from some like advertising and so on. It's a very visionary project, so we did a lot of preliminary work. We did solution for professional wine evaluation. We did virtual wine tasting programs. Now our wines are tasted across the Europe when you can order the wine and discuss it with a sommelier in real time or across the Zoom. And now we are ready to implement the final part and the main part of the program, the digital wine storage and wine sales and investment. The team has all the necessary proficiencies, knowledge, and the experience to implement such a project. And we did a lot of preliminary work, as I said. All we need is a little bit of help and investment to grow faster and occupy the market. And of course, we need connections in the industry of the countries we are targeting. Next. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Andrei. So you are a bit earlier, so we have another minute. Nevertheless, we can start our questions, please.
When I practiced, it was 5 minutes. Maybe I was too enthusiastic and told it faster.
Yeah, nevertheless, please. Yeah, if you can switch or if you can stop sharing the screen, it will help us to see.
Second, I'm
everybody
trying to figure out.
I'm a little bit confused about what's on the website. I mean, Gustos.live, the online testing versus what you presented.
Now Gustos.live, we are redesigning the front end website, so it will kind of redirects to one of our sub projects. Sorry for that. It's like less than a week. We have an application which already has retail sales of wine and wine tastings in there. It's both iOS and Android.
Okay.
We had a whole thing with brand book, and now we are redesigning all the things, so it's kind of closed right now.
Okay, any other questions? So again, what is your business more about? It's about so wine tech, or it's about more fintech?
Well, fintech, it's as I said, a visionary idea, because we have to fight the traditions of lack of such practices. You know, like wine industry is very traditional in any country, in Moldova and Black Sea region especially. So before we jump to wine investment, we make possible wine sales, wine storage for any reason. Like, for example, when I wanted to buy like a few boxes of wine of the year of when my son was born, I couldn't do it. It was very hard, and I had no information which wine will stay good at least 5 years from now on.
Do you compare in any way with Vivino?
Well, we have the functionality of Vivino of casual scores you give to a wine, but we do it in a more professional way. We do it in comparison with other wines during wine tastings, when you don't just buy a wine and give it a score out of your head. You can drink like 4 or 5 of them and then give a score, and that's a more credible score, of course.
So review is after wine tasting in general, right?
Yes, usually after wine tastings, and we already had on our platform mass wine tastings, like wine vernissages of wine.
So official wine tastings.
Yeah, when hundreds of wine were tasted. But it's casual wine tasting because you know what wine you are tasting. The professional wine tastings are blind tastings, and it's professional competitions, which we have a SaaS solution too, but it's another project.
Basically, that's your differentiator. You actually have reviews from professionals.
We have casual reviews, professional reviews, everything's connected via IP into our database. The professional reviews even have a blockchain component, so the scores can't be altered or changed in any case.
Last question, guys.
Who's the main buyer of your products or products? And then try to compile it with the follow-up question. As you've experienced until now, how hard is it for them to actually understand what you're selling, and how long does it take you to sell them something?
Let me answer from a little bit before, like, first of all, we launched our first digital storage next wine collector clubs and different organizations of the kind of the same time, like wine enthusiasts, and they are ready. Not all of them, because half of them have their own storage, but it's very expensive to create your own professional storage for wine at home, let's say. So they are eager to use external storage with guaranteed conditions. Plus to it, all those preliminary projects we made, which are operational, give us wine lover leads, not only from Moldova and Black Sea region, but from Europe too. So there is a good synergy between them, these projects.
Okay, sorry guys, our time is off. Thank you, Andrei. Thank you for the presentation. I hope so it become more clear for our general members. Yeah, I'd like to invite Tudor to present Eager Assistant.
Hello. Hi to everyone.
Sorry.
Let's try to share my screen. Okay, it's seen again. It's okay.
You can start.
Okay, so let's start. Hello everyone, my name is Tudor and I will want to present you AgroTrade Facilitator AgriMD. Think a little about how to start an agribusiness, what agribusiness plan is about, where to find sellers and buyers for them. General problem what we identified that is how is using and how is dealing with such a business with in Angro in Republic of Moldova. So it's looking how it's using Vibers, buying from 1 ton, 15 ton, selling 20 ton, and so on. Here we decided to make a review and to ask them directly how and what problem they are having to. And what we saw that they have a lack of clients and low business visibility. So what we are dealing with? We are dealing with visibility for brand identity and increasing customer reach. We deal with accountability and getting data from industry about that business. So our solution is GridMD. And how it works? It works very simple, like many other platforms, where buyers and offers their info about what they demand have and what they want to buy. And we have farmers where they offer their info about what they are selling. And through this platform, we have very much. So what about TAM? We haven't made an evaluation between Romania and Moldova for only 20 in 8 nights, and it was about $5 billion. So let's talk about a little bit competitors. After our research, we found that most of them are doing using Vibers, 999, Allbiz, and we put that what we want to deal with. So what about service and agricultural market? We are responsible for the result and what we want to receive. We want to receive site that sells social network ads and sales funnels. Our business model is based on freemium access for premium features and service and different kinds of advertising. So first, customers. We have about, first of all, both providers who are farmers, SMEs, and other associations in agricultural business. From one side, and from other side, we have buyers like traders, packagers, and who are doing export. What we're dealing with? We're dealing with typical farmers who can use free users, premium users, and pro users. This is how it looks in this business at typical enterprises. What are interesting with our services, for example, for free, typical testing platform, for premium users who are trading professionally, and for broker users. So this is our team, what consists from marketing, CTO, design, and our SEO, but have most deal in sales and international selling. Our roadmap, we have make researches on Moldova, and now we want to make a formula of our traction and to moving on. Moving on is about to make more interconnection between Moldova market and Romanian market. So this is common term. And what we're asking for partnership, and once again partnership, because in such a business it's very important. Investments and for new members of our team. Thank you for consideration and welcome to GridMD. This is all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So you're right on time. So please, jurors, any questions?
What's the how do you say bottleneck when you're trying now to reach to the partnerships, to close partnerships? What's not working?
With partnership, We understand that agriculture is a hard business, so that's why we need to make a partnership for whole chain of this business. For one point is farmers, but so we need who can be distributors, who have trucks who can deliver this.
Okay, so Tudor, you go to a farmer or you go to a distributor or you go to anyone that you're selling this thing to. Why aren't they on board? What's their problem? What's their reaction?
So first of all, we started with farmers, especially farmers from 1,000 kilograms and up, who are able to get this quantity. And we found that what they are interested for, they are interested to get a better price for their products, to make them easier to acquire their technical what we need, tractors, to extend their fields and so on. Second, what we was looking for, we are looking for buyers, and we identified them that they need some clusterization because they want to deal to big quantities. It's from 15,000 tons and up, and we then find to up to 100 tons. They are more reliable to us, and so on. We make the partnership more with different companies like brokers who can help with legal documents and to identify, to evaluate the quality of their products in case of delivery to international part. So other questions?
Yeah, Alexandra, no?
Okay, if now, thank you. Can write in private and talk about it.
Thank you, Dora. Thank you for the presentation, and I would like to invite our last startup for today. So please, Dmitry, present your smart test. The floor is yours.
Since I'm the last one, I'll try to be that cherry on the top of the pie. I hope you still have some patience to listen till the end. So please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, you can. Let me know when you are ready to start.
I'll put my timer as well, 1 second. So I'm ready. So hello, everyone. My name is Dmitry, and together with my team, we created an online platform targeting high school students. And the platform helps them evaluate their gaps in knowledge and prepare for exams in a more efficient and interactive way. The problem we identified is related to a grading system. So imagine a student learns a new topic. Then he or she takes a test, which is the tool to assess the knowledge level on that topic, and gets a 7. So 7 out of 10 is a good grade. But 7 out of 10 means that 30% of that knowledge on that topic are lost. And by the time students move on to next topics, those initial 30% become 35, 40, or even more, just because students tend to forget what happened before. By the time they reach their final exam, they have a big gap in the knowledge of the whole subject. So what we try to do is create a tool that can accurately identify those gaps and fill them up in a Duolingo style, meaning applying personalized learning, like tailoring the exercises to a student needs and background, and using gamification techniques to keep them motivated and give a feeling that education can be fun. So the way it works is very simple. A student picks a subject, starts learning by taking tests, and then tracks his or her progress. And on average, it's going to take from 5 to 7 minutes a day, which is perfect to fit anyone's schedule. So for parents who play the role of an economic buyer and the decision-making unit in our case, that means having the transparency between how the kid is progressing. For educators who are the champions or the influencers, that means having instant data of how the whole class is performing, who is doing well and who is leaving behind. And based on the data, we can suggest improvements for the traditional curriculums, which are very outdated. So the total serviceable market which we identified in Moldova is $173,000 based on the number of high school students, and that number is 19 times bigger in Romania. From main competitors, regardless of new e-learning platforms that emerged recently, our main competitor still remains the private teacher, who is now that tool that can subjectively identify those gaps in a student. And comparing to them, we are more efficient in regards of money and time a student spends to prepare for exams. So our business model, we want to start with a freemium and having those daily restrictions, which I mentioned before, 5 to 7 minutes of amount of mistakes a student can take per day, and pricing premium or in-app purchases to unlock those daily restrictions. That means that everyone has full access to the platform and the content. And if you're a diligent student, you start preparing from the beginning of the semester, you will prepare for exams on time using the free feature of the platform. But because most of the students wake up a couple of weeks before, they will be limited by those daily restrictions and will incentivized to unlock them in order to prepare on time. So right now, we try to build a platform for the educational sector, but we see papers to remember and sorry, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now it's okay.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So in 5 years, we see ourselves entering the corporate compliance world, where one employee has to remember thousands of papers, and we want to give them the solution, that tool which can quickly and accurately identify the missing pieces. For us, that's a much bigger market and more attractive opportunity, and also a need that, in our opinion, we can cover. Right now, we are 3 main co-founders, and our main mission is to create a platform which will be adaptive, fun, and universally accessible. So we want people across all the economic spectrum to have access to quality education, and at least one smartest, more money cannot buy you more or better knowledge. And my ask would be, we're looking for talent. And if our mission resonates with you, or you know someone who would be interested, please let them know to join our team and make a change in our educational system. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dmitry. So you have some time left. Nevertheless, I would like to ask if we have any questions. Yes, please, Imran, go ahead.
Kill me, please.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. The edutech is very crowded. At the same time, it's very, very tough, especially if you look to the exits. It's, you know, it's very, very, very few exits, which means that it's very hard for monetizing. That's why I would advise, and I've seen a lot of examples of them, going to the corporate, more to the corporate, because especially in the learning, yes, immediately, because there is the money, and the corporates are needing, especially the call centers, the info centers are really in demand of these products. But in overall, the point is all around the gamification and the user interface, which I couldn't really see in your presentation, but obviously you have some plans. Can you share your plans about the gamification or making it more appealing to the users?
You know, maybe I can show you. Like, I've read a couple of books where they talk about this psychology behind the human brain and how to use those triggers to keep them stick with that, you know? And basically we mean, that means having nudges, triggers called nudges, giving them, you know, notifications, push notifications. Another one would be leaderboards, where a student can compete with each other. Another one would be hitting strikes. Means if you know consecutive 3, 4, 5 days in a row you spend on the platform, you are like hitting a strike, and then you like, you know, you have this psychological trigger not to interrupt that strike. So there are little these techniques which we try to research deeper and try to apply them into software, basically.
Thank you.
I'm interested to understand how close are you with the potential users, and what was their feedback about the use case, about the product, if you've done any customer interviews or user interviews to see specifically the need and how they perceive this, or what did you find out in talking with them?
So this April we launched an MVP, and in 5 months, but a bit different model. We were offering kind of courses, and in 5 weeks we managed to get more than 400, I think, more than 400 registered users and 200 something daily active users. But then due to COVID, the final exam was canceled and everything went to hell. And now we just, a couple of days, we graduated from an accelerator program. And we had the customer development week, and we identified many insights. First of all, we thought the platform will be for customers who are like doing poorly in school, but we identified that those guys who are doing well in school, they're more responsive and they're more interested in that to you know, get their level even better. And also right now we are piloting our platform in 3 local ICMs, and we are working with about 900 students, mainly getting feedback from them. So we didn't code anything as we did before. We made a prototype, a clickable prototype in Figma, and we give it to the user and see how they react, and also talk to them.
Okay, thank you.
So you've started before the COVID working on this product, and you continued after, right?
We had to iterate.
You had to iterate. How come? From what learnings, or you did iterate?
Okay, so basically initially we were offering courses, and then we thought that some e-learning platforms emerged, and we thought we have a technical background team and we wanted to create a platform, but in reality we were creating content, you know, and we're not strong at this, and this is very competitive, like there is a lot of information. So we started taking this, you know, kind of like after we read the Blue Ocean strategy, we wanted to see that value proposition that we can offer, and that's where we stopped, giving the tool that can analyze student better and faster than anything else, and then give him solutions to cover those gaps. And the business model was weak. Previous business model was one-time purchase, and we wanted something recurring. So there were many, you know, these little details that we now considered, and we think we're more strong and immune to changes.
Okay, so thank you so much, Dmitry. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for comments. Yeah. So we are done. I hope that so you forgive me for 15 minutes of delay. I would like to thank you, our jury members, so to listen our presenters. So I hope that you covered all questions that you had. So as a next step, I think that you can address to Mary and request those startups which you are interested in. Maybe to go speak a bit more, maybe to invite already to some accelerating programs, or so whatever support we can offer them. So yeah, thank you very much. I would like to ask our startups to stay here for a while. Yeah, and so to our jury members, thank you, and hope to see you again.